What's going on, everybody? Draken here, and welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while since I've been able to say that, and today we're going to kickstart my little hiatus from YouTube by taking a look and deep diving into some trading card game accessories. These are from a company called Dueling. They do really high quality trading card game products from, obviously you can see deck boxes, sleeves, playmats, the whole nine, and they put a really cool interpretation of your favorite animes for the aesthetic and the artwork on the product. So that's what we're going to do today. But before we get into that, we're going to kind of address the elephant in the room. I know I've been out of the business, so to speak, for a while, and there's good reason for that. I've changed jobs, I have kids and a family. I'm moving here within the next month, and then you compile my personal life with my play group. Two of them both had children within the last year, one within 6 months. So it's been really hard to align our schedules. I think since the turn of the year, we've only gotten together to play twice. But with that said, life is kind of calming down. Children are getting older. Summer's coming around, so I anticipate more playing in the near future. But because things slow down with the play group, less play testing, less deck editing, and then ultimately that translates to less videos. So there's two reasons why I wanted to do a video like this. One is because I really enjoy these products, and two, if there's ever any sort of hiatus or lull in my play group, I have different kinds of videos to put out for you guys, like reviewing trading card game accessories, different deck boxes, really from smaller companies, not from the large stuff, like the GameGenics, the Ultra Pros of the world, but really companies like Dueling that are smaller, they're local, they keep their production lines very lean, and I find that these products are vastly superior to some of the big name brands out there. So we're going to take a look at those today and kind of keep the channel moving. Feedback on a video where we're reviewing accessories like this is always appreciated because I want to know if you guys like this kind of stuff, right? If you guys like me taking a look at accessories from different companies, I'll keep doing that. If not, I'll stop. So as we go into things here, be sure to bookmark the new TCG Player affiliate link in the description. My old one has been retired. They redid their entire affiliate system. So if you're using my old TCG Player link, unfortunately nothing comes from that. So if you guys can delete the old one, go in, save, bookmark my brand new one that'll be in the description below. I get a little spiff and kickback, and any of the products you buy on there go directly into supporting the channel. Moxfield link is also in the description. Again, I have been buying cards over the last few months. I just haven't had a chance to update and implement a lot of the new stuff into my decks. My decks are built all the way up until Thunder Junction, so I still have to purchase cards from Thunder Junction and Modern Horizons. But everything prior to that, I've bought what I needed for my decks. I just want to play a little bit more with the decks. Because there's a lot of cards I want to test out, and I don't really want to move things around until I get to play specific cards. So expect my decks in the description to be uploaded within the coming weeks, and then be sure to join the Discord. It's usually pretty interactive, especially when I'm making videos. We share decks, we share product, we kind of flex our bling a little bit, and it's really cool, smaller, interactive community. And if you want to be part of the Ur Dragon squad and Draken's Den, be sure to friend me and join the Discord. And sneak peek, you're going to want to be part of the Discord because some of the stuff in this video and more we're going to be giving away at some point. So that circles me back to kind of what's in front of you. So these are products from duelingguard.com, some of which were sent to me by the company, some of it which what you see I've purchased with my own money, right? So I kind of want to talk about the partnership. So if you go to duelingguard.com and you like anything you see in the video, be sure to follow the link and use code Draken because I get a little kickback on any of the products that you buy. And just like the TCG Player affiliate link, it goes right back into helping the channel. But I really wanted to show the products in this video because I was a customer prior to a partner. I was scrolling on Facebook about a year ago, and I came across an ad for a deck box and playmat combo for this Yu Yu Hakusho piece here. And if you know anything about me, Yu Yu Hakusho is like one of my favorite TV shows of all time, my favorite anime, and I literally didn't even read it. I bought the deck box and I bought the mat combo, and I just waited for it. I was browsing their website, and it turns out that they only at the time they were offering a smaller 160 count box. So some point after they decided to release a second model for a 240 count box, right, which would hold EDH decks, which is great. So I emailed the company. I said, hey, you know, is there any way I could alter my order? I play Commander, and you only had the smaller box at the time. Can I upgrade my order to the big one? The owner of the company reached out and said, hey, no problem. I'll upgrade you to the larger model free of charge. You don't have to pay anything for it. I'll just make sure your order's changed. It's the least we can do for you. I was like, wow, I appreciate that. That's great. And then my order shipped, and I received it. And I actually received both the large model and the smaller model. So the 160 and the 240. So one for your smaller formats, one for EDH. And I reached back out to customer service, and I was like, hey, I think I got an extra box. My order was supposed to be changed. I was planning on buying a second one anyway. You know, is there any way I can get you some money for this deck box or PayPal you for it? Or if it's somebody's order, I could send it back. And they said, you know what? Keep it. It's our mistake. Use it. You're more than welcome to keep it. And I said, hey, you know, that's great. I really appreciate it. I could definitely find use for both boxes. I have a small YouTube channel. Why don't I just put out like a PSA and review it for you? And that kind of led into a conversation between me and the owner. And he said, hey, if you do a YouTube channel, I'll send you some more stuff and you could just kind of review it. So that's kind of how my partnership with Dueling Guard kind of came into fruition. It was very organic. It wasn't solicited. It wasn't anything I was searching for. It just kind of happened through my own order. So that's what brings us here to all the product that you see in front of you. So you'll see a couple binders, a couple deck boxes, sleeves, the whole nine. So what we're going to do with this is I'm going to break down and I'm going to review each individual product with you guys. And then as we approach 1,000 subscribers, I'm actually going to use some of the stuff in this video as part of my 1,000 subscriber giveaway extravaganza. Once I hit 1,000 subs, I'm just going to give away a lot of trading card game stuff. Some of it, again, what you see in the video, some of it I have housed, stored away in my closet, but given that I am moving and I have a bunch of extra stuff, I figured I'll just do some sort of marathon where I just give away a bunch of different things via the Discord, and we'll make fun out of it. We'll play different games. We'll do maybe some sort of trivia, questions, you know, about Magic or my channel, and we'll kind of give away a bunch of this stuff at random. Disclaimer: anything I bought with my own money, which is the Yu Yu Hakusho stuff for the most part. That's mine. I need to keep that. But the other half of the stuff in this video is part of what you guys will receive in the giveaway. So let's kind of take a look at what we have here. So kind of going left to right, we have some bleach product. We have deck box binder. You'll see a different logo. So the Dueling Guard logo is this little shield right here. You'll see a company called MetaMats in the middle. So Dueling Guard also does cloth playmats, but they commission through a third-party company called MetaMats. And I don't know if it's a sister company or if the owners just know each other, but Dueling Guard will design and kind of idealize the mat, and then MetaMats will actually print and distribute them on behalf of Dueling Guard. So they kind of have a really cool partnership there. You have a couple more deck boxes in the Yu Yu Hakusho, some sleeves, and then an art card as well. So without further ado, let's close this intro and take a deep dive into the products, starting with deck boxes. All right, everybody, getting into it, I figured we would start with the deck boxes, just because that's how the partnership came to fruition, and their deck boxes are fantastic, and I just really enjoy the artwork that they put on these packaging boxes, right? So the cool part about these boxes is you can choose your size, right? You can choose the base model or the XL. This will hold 140 cards. These two models here are the XL versions, so they'll hold 240 cards. I'm sorry, 160 and 240. So these are for if you wanted to split a commander deck in tokens, or you wanted to put some standard or modern stuff, and then these are for your big boy commander decks and things like that. So let's just take a look at some of the packaging. I'm going to get one of these out of the way for now because they're the same box, just one's larger and one's smaller. So I love Yu Yu Hakusho. It is my favorite anime. And it's just a gorgeous box. You have Yusuke with the spirit gun, the rest of Team Urameshi with their signature weapons. And these are just fantastic little pieces of art. And I just would hate to throw something like this away. And it kind of is this drawer box system here. So you get a lot of, you know, some use out of these if you wanted to store some cards. But I like to kind of display them with the rest of my stuff. And then we have this really awesome Bleach one. And I'm excited to take this one out of the package because the color scheme that they chose for this box is awesome. But I haven't watched Bleach, so I forget this character's name. Is it maybe Ichigo? I could be wrong. Don't crucify me. I actually have been wanting to watch Bleach. But same thing with the drawer box, so we'll look at that. All right, so we're going to look at the smaller box first just because this is what I've been using. So this is the 160 count smaller box. This is the Yu Yu Hakusho one. Obviously, you kind of have Team Urameshi on the front in a different pose from the actual display box. Kind of Spirit Shotgun here and the rest of the crew hanging out. But all their deck boxes will have this two-toned colorway to it on the front. So you'll have the main color and then a darker color, and it actually embosses the image right into the box, which is really nice. And I've been using this box for a few months, and it's held up really well. You know, no stitching errors, no fraying, you know, a little piece of string, but, you know, hey, that is going to happen. And then the really cool thing where these boxes kind of start to shine is when you open it. So we're going to kind of lay it down here. Just like any old deck box, it's going to flip open, right? And right here, you're greeted with 3 compartments and kind of the start of this really, really nice display artwork that you see on the cover of each box. So if you kind of pull back here, you'll have a set of magnets, and this tray will start to actually slide out. And this is a nice kind of microfibery material that displays the artwork, so it's nice and soft. These front 2 flaps of the deck box fold down, and now you kind of have this unit here that's free to move. So as you're playing, you can kind of display this artwork and use it to roll dice, or maybe house your tokens and your life counter and kind of keep this off to the side. And the cool part is you're left with these 3-piece unit here, and everything's magnetized. So what you can start to do is detach these, and you can keep certain things on the table, you can put certain things away, you can kind of do one of these and house the deck box back up, or parts of the deck box back up. But what that does is it makes these modular. So you can actually mix and match the units. You can't mix and match the order, so I can't kind of move this over here and these. You can't do that, but you can mix and match the colors as long as you maintain the same order. And then when you're done, you set it on here. Boom, boom, boom. So again, this is set to hold a smaller deck, right? So me and my play group, what we're trying to do as we start to play Magic again is we all wanted to play some Edison format. So those of you that are part of the Discord, you know that I was an avid Yu-Gi-Oh fan kind of growing up. And Edison format is really, really fun to play. It's very, very diverse. And shocker, I play a dragon deck. So that is what I've been using this box for. The other Yu Yu Hakusho box, which I purchased, is actually just going to be a display piece in my office just because it looks very, very nice. And then when you're done, it all kind of magnetizes and folds back up. And the magnets on this are incredibly strong. I'd love to see the professor review something like these. And because of the wraparound design, you are really secure and it's not going to spill anywhere. So that is the Yu Yu Hakusho box. All right, so kind of keeping things moving here, we have the Bleach box here. And again, I really like the colors they chose, but let's appreciate just kind of the artwork and their interpretation of it. And this is going to be the XL model, right? So this is going to be the box or the size box that you're going to want to use to hold your and house your commander deck. So again, drawer model here for the box. Boom. And then I'm really excited to show you this to you guys. But look at this, man. Look at this color scheme I am a sucker for black and red, and I just really enjoy this embossed metallic-y red on this solid matte black pleathery box. I forgot to mention that the outside of these boxes are very, very smooth, very, very soft, really nice stitching, and they have a nice soft, almost like pleathery kind of feel. It's very hard to describe, but it is very, very soft, and just look at that. That's just crazy to look at. If you put this on the table in the middle of a Commander game, it's obviously going to draw a lot of attention. So the layout is the same as the previous box, just larger. So we can set this guy here. We can start to fold the flap back. And again, this is brand new, right? I haven't opened this yet. Still have the lining and the wrapper and the delicacy packets and stuff in there. But again, you open this and you're greeted with the same design that was on the box art. Let's get these wrappers out of the way. Boom. So, again, larger box. It is still modular, right? You can still kind of mix and match. Let's get these out of here. You can house your 2 commander decks, or, 1 commander deck, a bunch of dice and tokens, or a bunch of counters and tokens and dice and things like that. But you're kind of wondering, right? Does this hold single sleeve decks, or does it hold double sleeve decks? It's a great question. So I have my single sleeved kind of Mimi mono green Ayula Bears deck, and I'm just going to toss that right in here. And a single sleeve deck, obviously you have plenty of room for additional tokens and things like that. A lot of wiggle room. And then here I have double sleeved Dragon Shields. So this is single sleeved in green Dragon Shields. This is my Yarok pod deck, sleeved in Dragon sleeve inners and just regular Dragon Shield Midnight Blue or something like that. I don't know how this would work if you had the sealable innards, so that's something to kind of experiment with. But fits in really, really nice. Just enough space to fit in a couple more, tokens and things like that. And I really enjoy that they have these little thumb holes here. So especially when you're dealing with a larger commander deck, or fresh sleeves and things are slippy, it's really, you don't have to tip it over. You have your thumb holes here, you pull it out. You want to get to your dice, kind of separate, dump some dice out, and you're good to go. This, we're going to move back to the center here, fold it over, and you are ready for a Knight of Commander. And it holds a lot of cards, so it does have some weight to it, but decent profile. I really, really enjoy these boxes. Again, I've been trying to use my Yu Yu Hakusho one as much as possible, and I've been trying to get my hands on any of the other, anime deck boxes that I really like. But these are great. I would rate these products a solid 9 out of 10 on the scale. If you really enjoy some of the smaller companies out there, this is exactly where I would start. If you enjoy anime, this is exactly where I would start. And the best part about this is this specific box was sent to me from Dueling Guard. So we're actually going to give this away as we approach on 1,000 subscribers. So one of you guys will be able to take this awesome Bleach deck box home with you. All right, folks. So next we're going to be looking at some of the Dueling Guard binders. And obviously we have the matching deck boxes and the matching binders. In addition, we're going to take a look at some of the art cards, or one of the art cards that they provide. So kind of let's get into it. So what you can do is you could buy the binder, and some of them they actually offer their binder with a bundle with an art card. So this would be their interpretation of a holofoil, basically art card to kind of match your binder. So I purchased the Yu Yu Hakusho binder with the art card, and this is a nice shot of Yusuke with the spirit gun. This is fantastic. I'm in love with this artwork, and I'm in love with the binder and everything like that. But you can also purchase the artwork cards individually. I think these are great for tokens. These are great for some cover pages for your binder if you wanted to flex or have like some unique binder pages or things in your binder. But these art cards are really cool. They're really good for any collector who really enjoys that specific anime. And then we're kind of going to get into the binders here. I'm going to toss this Yu Yu Hakusho one aside, And we're going to go right into the bleach one at this moment. So they are the same exact binder of the same exact quality. They just have the different artwork and the different aesthetic to it, right? So every Dueling Guard binder is going to come with this, obviously, cardboard case, slip cover thing, just with some generic artwork on it that matches the binder. And then you are greeted with the same awesome two-tone black metallic red embossed binder, and it is the same nice pleathery material of the deck boxes. You can see it's still in the cellophane, so if you just bear with me while I crack the cellophane off this. So we can really get a look at it. Again, all this stuff was brand new. I really didn't get a chance to even peek at it. But look at that. I mean, that is just gorgeous. You have, I believe, again, Ichigo and then some sort of alternate form of him. Metallic red cover with the black backdrop. And the sexiest thing about this binder is going to be the pages. You have the nice, sharp, clean white accents. So you open this guy up, right? And you are just greeted with the cleanest white pages. Goes perfect against the dark black and the dark red, right? These binders are 9-pocket. They're going to hold 360 cards. Highest quality binder pages sewn right in. Zips up so that it's water resistant. Zips up so that nothing falls out. And again, you know, this little Yusuke token is the size of a Magic card. Fits in. You could fill a page up. Really, really nice. But these are clean, man. This black on the white, really awesome. And again, I'm a sucker for that aesthetic. You know, the black on the metallic red. This just looks super sharp. And again, this is another product that was sent to me by Dueling Guard. So we will be giving away this binder as part of the special. I don't know. It depends how much other stuff I could accumulate. I might do the deck box and the binder together. I might do them separately. It really just depends when I move, how much stuff I could dig up and find that I could find that's like brand new in the box to kind of give away to you guys so that you guys can have. So that's the bleach binder. And then we're actually gonna unbox this Yu Yu Hakusho one together. Again, there is a seal on this. I have yet to break it, so we're gonna experience the binder in real time together. I do have a spoiler alert for you. It's probably going to be fantastic looking just because everything has been fantastic looking just far. And this one I am going to keep. This I purchased with my own hard-earned money, pre-ordered, and waited for. So, all right. So we get that same really nice light green. And I was really hoping that this one would also be metallic, but the deck box wasn't, so I get it. But same really cool two-tone embossed Team Urameshi here. If you guys haven't watched the Yu Yu Hakusho anime ever, I highly recommend it. It was something that came out in that early 2000s anime boom, but it's a really, really cool story about kind of a degenerate high school kid who tries to find a purpose in life, and it is a story of like kind of humans against the demon world, and basically, you know, being a demon, you're much stronger than humans, and being a human is what makes Yusuke different and kind of sets him apart. And there are some twists and turns and some drama along the way. So, and I think because this is a lighter color binder, it's got this nice navy blue trim here. I wonder if the pages are also blue. That would be sweet. A nice dark blue pages. Oh, they're white. Okay, I'll take it. I love the clean white pages just because I do a lot of darker sleeves and they really pop on the white pages. So these are the nice clean white pages. I do enjoy that. And that is the Yu Yu Hakusho binder. So let's take a look at maybe some sleeves next. All right, so we're going to take a look at the sleeve choices that they offer. So Dueling Guard has they call them the Dragon Slayer sleeves. So they come in standard and Japanese size. So for your Magic, your Pokemon, for your Yu-Gi-Oh, your Cardfight Vanguard, things of that nature. but they are kind of your standard sleeve, right? So I have my Edison deck here again, just because they are housed in the Dragon Slayer sleeves. So let's pick out something nice to look at here. So I have this here. You have the nice clear front, which is kind of expected out of sleeves at this point. The nice matted down, stippled back. And I can't really, it's hard to compare the feel of this sleeve, but if you were to kind of take one of the older like KMC Hypermats and fuse it with a Dragon Shield, it's very much like that. It's not as smooth as the old Hypermats. It's definitely not as rough as a Dragon Shield. It's kind of like a hybrid of the two, which really creates for a nice shuffle feel. And again, I've been using these for a few months as well, right? They've held up really nice. They don't catch, right? They don't do a ton of drag. And these are really good, especially for the price point. I actually, so I purchased the smaller ones. They sent me the larger ones. So I have a pack of smaller ones on my Edison deck. And then I have a mono white Angel deck that are housing a set of my standard ones, right? I'm really big into the color aesthetic with decks and things like that. So I kind of like things to match. So really, really nice shuffle feel. Very smooth. A little bit smoother than a Dragon Shield, just because, again, the plastic that they're using on the back. They have kind of those hyper matte, old hyper matte vibes to it. And I really, really, really like that about the sleeves. Critiques is, and I think, so this is a brand new product to them over the last few months. They only have the one colorway. Again, I'm a guy who likes to kind of match my aesthetic. So I really would like there to be more colorways for my EDH decks, and I would convert a lot of my stuff to it. So these were sent to me. These I purchased. I'm actually going to, even though I purchased these, they come in a really cool like bundle pack of 3. So I bought a couple bundles of this. They sent me a couple bundles of this. But I'm just going to give them both away. I'll start by giving away the standard ones, and if there's a demand for the Japanese size, I'll give those away too. Just because I don't need multiple packs of white sleeves, and I figured might as well use them to give back to you guys. But yeah, so we're going to give away all the sleeves you see here. Again, we talk about the front. I have noticed the back holds up pretty well. Again, there's no snagging. There's no like flash on the sides where there's extra plastic. I have seen some of the sleeves where like the front will be kind of indented or marked up. I don't know if it's not very common amongst the sleeves. And I apologize for showing Yu-Gi-Oh cards. That's kind of all I had on hand at the moment that was sleeved up in these. Again, my Angel deck is stored away in storage, ready for the move. But I mean, you can see the clarity of these, and you know what you worry about the most with sleeves is durability and shuffle feel. And I've been using these for a few months, and they have been quite durable. Only the test of time will tell how durable, but I will say good overall results on them so far. All right, everybody, to round out the review, we're going to take a look at a couple of play mats. So this is exciting for me because although I do love the deck boxes, and the deck boxes are great, and the binder was fantastic, and the sleeves were smooth, I am a connoisseur of play mats. In particular, I am a connoisseur of cloth play mats. I love cloth play mats. I actually have quite the collection of cloth play mats. So when I saw these, I was super, super, super excited to take a look at them. So we are going to take a look at three cloth play mats here, and we're just going to kind of review the material and the feel and the aesthetic and go from there. So I don't know. This might be Bleach. I'm not really sure if this is an anime or if this is their own kind of proprietary artwork, but it's kind of this black and white color scheme, which I really enjoy, with this little demonic looking female up front. And then we flip her over and we have this kind of your more solemn or sovereign kind of angel. Again, I don't know exactly what anime this is from, but Yeah, this one looks really cool. I love the color scheme, and I really like the image on the back here. And then the next one we have, again, not super familiar with um, the IP or the anime, but you kind of have this Minotaur-looking dude here, and you have this lady on the back with a giant sword. I'm sure it's from an anime from somewhere. I just can't put name to it right now. But one of the cool things about these cloth playmats here is a lot of the cloth playmats that you find are kind of your traditional, your Spellground, your Pyramid, which they don't have like artwork, right? So this is actually kind of printed on. It's 2 layers of fabric here, and it's really nice and smooth, really nice and soft, and it's kind of dyed almost, I believe, to kind of get the artwork to come through clear and vibrant. And then the last thing I have here is, again, so Dueling Guard will take the company MetaMats to actually manufacture their product. I actually purchased this little, they call it a meta pack to kind of house your cloth playmats. So I kind of have that. And then in here, I actually house my Yu Yu Hakusho cloth playmat that they released, and kind of which drove me to do this entire purchase, which drove me to do the entire partnership. But this is great. You ready for this? Boom. So the bottom side here, we have Yusuke Urameshi and Hiei with the Spirit Gun, Dragon to the Darkness Flame. Their kind of interpretation of that. This is really, really awesome. I love this playmat. And the flip side, we have Karama and Kuwabara with the Spirit Sword and his signature Rose Whip. This is beautiful, man. This is fantastic. Again, it's a shame that I couldn't buy another one because it's just such a really, really nice art piece. But again, durable, really, really nice quality playmats, and I'm glad I snagged this one. So now that we were able to look and appreciate the artwork, let's kind of delve into the overall quality of the mat. So if you've never played or dealt with cloth playmats, I highly recommend it. I think they really took off in the Yu-Gi-Oh community years ago, and somewhat with Magic. That's kind of where they were pioneered. But really in the Commander community, it's something that is underused, right? Everybody really likes the standard neoprene playmats, and those are cool. Those are respectable, but there's something about a cloth playmat, and it's really just taking a look at the material, right? So the feel of this, and again, I'm a playmat connoisseur, so I get a little bit nerdy when it comes to it, but the feel of this fabric is very much like they took a V6, about 70% of a V6, and 30% of a V2, and kind of hybrid that material together. Those of you who are Spellground fans. So it's this nice, soft, not as muddled, but more kind of put together thread-wise, right? Also, what you look for with cloth playmats is an X and Y axis a lot of the time. So if you run your finger across this mat, you don't see any sort of changing of colors. Whereas if maybe you've seen on a towel or some upholstery or furniture or something where certain fabrics you could run your hand across and it actually changes the tone of the fabric, creates drag, right? And it actually makes your cards kind of drag across the mat. It's not as smooth. It's not as nice. And in a game like Commander, where you're constantly tapping and untapping stuff, you want your cards to glide and be smooth and not snag and not stick. And that's where I really, really like cloth playmats. They also have the luxury of being 2-player if need be. And again, it looks like they kind of print the artwork straight to the top layer of the mat. Again, it is 2 layers here. And the best part about these is modern day Spellground mats, and I hate to do a comparison, modern Spellgrounds are very thick. So when they fold up, they get real bulky. These are not as thick. They're a little bit more thin of a mat. The fabric that they use doesn't attract dust and things like that. And really what you're looking for is how smooth is it, right? And can you do the good old graveyard fan? And it does pass the graveyard fan, the graveyard splay, which is what a lot of players like to do. They like to be able to fan their cards out. And again, this is one of the benefits of a cloth playmat. Things are buttery smooth. Again, if I have a stack here, and again, I apologize for using Yu-Gi-Oh, but my Angel deck sleeved up in these is put away. But, you know, I have some lands here, and I need to tap, I need to tap 3 lands. I mean, everything is just so buttery smooth. However you decide to tap your lands, or you decide to tap your creatures. But, I mean, just the feeling of being able to do this and things not snag. And I really, I don't know, and if I could find it, I'll let you guys know what kind of fabric that they use. Because, again, although all their products are gorgeous, all their products feel nice, I am a sucker for cloth play mats. And again, the fact that there's no drag on these X and Y axis, which is hard to find on some of the bigger brands out there. And I really think if you've never had a cloth playmat, going to duelingguard.com, picking out your favorite anime, using code DRAKEN as you check out, to get a playmat with your favorite anime on it in cloth. And at the very least, if it's something that you want to keep as an art piece, I keep it on my desk at home, and I do a lot of test hands on my Yu Yu Hakusho one, so that I don't, you know, get it dirty and ruin it. It is a collector's piece for me more than anything, but these are great. I really like that. I highly recommend cloth playmats, especially from Dueling Guard and or MetaMats, because it really doesn't get much better than being able to fan a smooth graveyard, or being able to say, hey, okay, I have 15 1/1s. We're just gonna tap them all and swing on in, right? Really cool. I mean, it's again, it's very nerdy. It's very much me, but I really like the aesthetic of it. All right, everybody, that concludes my review of Dueling Guard. Rough synopsis: if you like quality products, you like to support smaller businesses, and you really like the aesthetic, I highly recommend checking out duelingguard.com. Be sure to use code DRAKEN to get 5% off. I also get a little kickback, which goes right back into the channel. Everything you see here on the table, so binder, deck box, 4 sets of sleeves, and both of these cloth playmats are going to be given away as part of my 1,000 subscriber special. So as we get to 1,000 subscribers, be sure to join the Discord, because that's how we're going to give a lot of this stuff away. Again, this is my first ever kind of like product review, so it's probably a bit raw. I probably missed a few different things, so any constructive feedback, if you guys want to see me review some more different things, you want to see what's in my collection, but all of this will be given away, plus more stuff from my collection that I dig out as I move. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, let me know. Again, I really love TCG accessories, so I really hope you guys enjoy this video and allow me to do more reviews on different products from different companies. I have a lot of different products from a lot of different companies. Be sure to follow duelingguard.com on their Facebook. Be sure to subscribe to their newsletter. They're always dropping products. Again, a lot of stuff is on a pre-order model. They have new products coming, like their own backpack. I love trading card game backpacks. I currently have 5 different TCG backpacks, and I'd love to add the Dueling Guard one to my collection once released. So be sure to check out these guys. This is awesome. Thank you guys for watching the review. I appreciate you guys watching a different kind of video, and please give me feedback on how I can make these reviews better, because I would love to do more in the future. And I'm out.